G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. 2023, come on baby, let's go, let's go. Paulo, hello, welcome, nice to see you here. Okay, all right, now this project is my coloured pencil project, which is a project which I've always known in the back of my head that it's going to take me a long time, and I'm happy with the progress. The paper that I'm using, for those who may not know what tools I've got here in front of me, I'm using Stonehenge paper. Now it's not the pad, okay? And can I tell you, I've been having some really wonderful results on this. I'm not having problems building layers, which is really cool. And the coloured pencil of choice still remains the Derwent Lightfast. They seem to be my go-to. They weren't in the beginning, but they're up there. But I'm also using the Luminance. I'm also using the Pablos Carandash. I'm using Polychromos. I've got all my colours that I'm using on this project, and it's all in this drawer, if you know what I mean. So that's how I keep my projects in line. I've got special drawers or special little sections. You may have those kinds of things. But I just wanted to say hello to the rest of our friends. G'day Cherry. Hello. Dee. Hello my dear. How you going? And Nuria. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So, as you can see, all right, I'm going to work on the hand, and this is probably, I would say, if you look at the reference, I would say this is probably the most difficult, because it's the mechanical and it's the most precise or most detailed part. And of course there's the hands. You know how I love the hands. I managed to get the skin tones, and like this, well, I would call him a mad scientist, that's for sure. But he's wild, and and all kinds of, I better talk while I'm doing this. There's a nice texture about him, which I really like. And the texture that I'm getting with these pencils on this paper is just amazing, honestly. Because I'm one of those people that like to layer, all right, and so I've been very lucky that I can do this. Sneaks, hello. Ali, hello. Ευτυχισμένος το νέο έτος, thank you, and happy new year to you too, Ali. Ali was just saying happy new year to me in Greek. All right, so I just wanted to find out how everyone is back to doing YouTube. I'm thinking of, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I might change to during the week. So I just wanted to get the feel of how everyone feels about that. Definitely given, I think for the Northern Hemisphere, the Friday night's a good go, or Friday afternoon. For the Europe, I believe it's, smack Europe, like UK, it's like really late in the evening, I would imagine. So you're probably dreaming by that time, who knows. All right, so so what has, hang on, I better go on this side. The sharpener that I'm using is the Derwent Super Point. If I tilt it too much, I'll get pencil shavings. Yes, so, well, let's just put these pencils aside just for a moment. I'll just put them here and here. So I just wanted to see how everyone is and what is happening in your lives. Are you still arting? Are you thinking about projects? And I know that with Abigail, hello. 3 p.m. okay for D. 10 p.m. for Abigail. All right. 9 in the UK. 10 p.m. here in Spain. Ooh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm always trying things. I'm probably having to compete with the birds, actually, with noise. They are so loud this morning. I don't know what's happened. Sometimes it's the flowers. Sometimes it's the flowers because I've got a lot of trees where I am. There's, they come and get the nectar, I suppose. Yeah, so, what's the plan for this year? What are we doing as far as arting or anything for that matter? Because here on my Saturday mornings, which is Friday for you, it's probably the end of the week. We love the birds. 3 p.m. sneaks. Okay, in the afternoon. Okay. Oh wow. So in Canada, so you ladies must be on the same, what is it? The same place on the equator, or not the equator, you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay, the flowers aren't a distraction for us here. I love the bird song. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Okay. I have a few questions and I just wanted to get your opinion about things. It's an art question. Oh, it doesn't have to be because on this channel we talk all things art and everything else. But I just wanted to ask, when you go into, say you're trying a new medium, for example, and you don't want to buy a set, but you want to try out a new medium. Are you inclined to buy a set? I'm just saying. Or do you buy singles? And when you buy the singles, what are the colours that you go for first? Now, I know most people might say the primary colours, but what colours would you go for first? This is my question to you. Longitude, thank you, Abigail. I know that there's someone here that knows things. I have no idea. Time zone, there you go. I'm swatching the Derwent Lightfast I got as a gift for taking senior photos for a neighbour. I forget how long it takes to swatch. Exactly, Dee. But I tell you what, I bet you're loving swatching those Lightfast because these are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Black and white, Abigail. You buy the set, Nuria. Wow, the set. Yeah, because it's interesting. It's interesting. I was having a conversation with my boss, and he, when he talks about, say, the sales for the shop, say for example, most people are inclined to buy the set and not the singles. I would have thought the singles because I don't know. And I think that's a preference and it's different opinion. But it's interesting how you say black and white, Abigail. Yeah. well, you know, it's probably makes sense, doesn't it? Because all you really want is the feel of the pencil, but I also want the colour to see what it looks like on the surface. But you know, everyone is different. G'day, Jill. Is it Jill? No, Jay Hill, Fine Art. Hello, hello. Okay, I tend to replace the more unusual colours the most. That's interesting. Okay, I tend to get a small set, like a 12 pack. Yeah, see, there we go. There's the set. Nuria said the set. Sets are usually less expensive with a better colour range. That's interesting. Yep. Yeah, well. Yeah. Yeah, because I always get into certain debates with my boss. Not so much debates, but we do have very nice conversations, and you know. And it's interesting to see how artists think. I mean, I always think of it from an artist's point of view, always. So, you know. Blue violet? Nope, I don't want blue violet. Yeah, I always think of it from an artist's point of view. And he's thinking of it from an economic business point of view, which is how he should be doing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a job. Okay. And Cherry says, I like sets, but you need singles to replace the ones you use a lot. Yes, that is true. You know, having said that, I think what happens to me is that if I'm happy with one or two, then I buy the set. Or hang on, I've even bought the set straight off, I think. What am I talking about? I've done that too. I think the things that I've done that buying the singles is probably gouache, watercolours and stuff like that, where I haven't bought the full range. You know, and of course this is I accumulate it because I go bit by bit. Yes. Okay, open stock lets me readily add more colours to experiment with if I like the medium. And see, this is where I'm going from. This is where I'm coming from. Okay, and Abigail says, if I like the black and white, I'd probably like the rest. Buy the set and have an extra black and white. Oh yeah, one can never have enough black and white. Most definite. Can I just tell you, I have, say for example, with this Lightfast, this is probably particularly really good for you, Dee, seeing as you're swatching Lightfast at the moment. On this paper, I had put down a layer of coloured pencil, so now I wanted to go on with the next layer, and it goes on like butter. Like, they're so smooth, silky smooth. I don't know whether it's the pencil or it's, I always say it's the combination, but I'm getting such a lovely experience on this. It's just gliding on the pencil. I'm not struggling. This is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not struggling, which is really cool. I think it's the Lightfast that it's doing that, to be honest. I don't think it's the other pencils. The other pencils, I think, yeah. And speaking of projects, I've got so many projects. It's just coming out of my ears that I've got to finish. I've got some really serious projects that I've got to finish. So, but sometimes I just want to zone out from them and just do something like this, where it's actually this this kind of work with coloured pencil just zones me out completely, like completely. I just, yeah, even though I'm having a conversation with you, I'm still sort of in that zone. Interesting. Really enjoying this so much, so much. Yes. Oh, Robin, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. Abigail says, I bought some beads this week, made a few beautiful bracelets, made a few people happy. Oh, that's wonderful. You know what, Abigail, I've got to say, and I know everyone is creative here, but you are one of the most creative, imaginative, brave, right? Brave artist and craft people I have ever met. There is nothing that you can't do. Anything that you put your mind to and you share with us, I see it all. I think it's absolutely fantastic. The energy, it's got to be energy. Dee says, I'm working on a Strathmore Mixed Media 500 series. They go down smooth. I haven't tried mixing colours yet. Ah, okay. Well, here, this is all mixing. All of these skin tones, these are all mixes. And I'm thinking, wow, this is what I'm thinking, wow, on this paper. Oh, and I've got to tell you another thing. I've been doing an inventory. When we're talking about paper, I've been doing an inventory on paper. I should never buy paper from now on. I have enough. I have enough to keep me going for a while. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. See, I have, you know what happens? I've stored my paper, and then what happens is I forget that I've got that one because I've stored it in a high flat place, and I don't get to it very often, you see. And I think in my mind that I don't have it, so then I go and buy a sheet. For example, Stonehenge. I should not have bought this Stonehenge. I've got Stonehenge, right? So I thought to myself, nope, you've got to do an inventory and see what you have and what you don't have. Well, that's it. I should not buy paper. And I know the next time I buy some paper, you'll smack me on my wrist and say, no more, Chrissy. That's what you've got to say. Okay, I'm blushing. Thank you. I'm a terrible housewife. You're a good artist. Okay. Oh, you're loving Lux Archival at the moment. Oh, please, Rob, what are you doing with the Lux Archival? Oh, can I just say, now that I've got you here, I love your flamingos. I love that image so much, and I love what you've done. Now, for those who well, I'm talking about these flamingos, and I'll tell you why. And there's every month I put up inspiration. It's more for inspiration. It's not so much of a challenge, but it's more for inspiration. So sometimes, like, you might get stuck and you'll go, you know, I don't know what to paint. I don't know what to draw. I don't know, right? And so I put up 3 images every month, and this is on Share Your Art with Xrissart, and I've got the link in the description box below, so if you want to become a member, please go ahead and do that. Please go ahead, and because what we do is we continue the conversation. Anyway, I'm digressing. So this inspiration challenge this month had flamingo, and it was, and of course these images are royalty free, Pixabay, so share away, paint away, whatever you want to do with them. And so I put these up every month, and of course some of you take up the challenge or you paint them. And of course Robin did these, and I've had these really unusual surreal flamingos, you know, and it would look like from a funny angle that they were shot, and I would say that someone's played around, like the photographer has played around and done some really wonderful things with this photograph, and it was fabulous for a reference. And Robin did this beautiful painting, and I know a lot of you do. Cherry also, you did the owls, which also and sometimes, like, I'll feature all the time, and so Cherry also did, and I know that I'm sure that there's a lot of people that do these, and please, I do apologize if I miss saying your name, but this is what's, yeah, so absolutely beautiful. I just love the way that you guys interpret. I mean, you don't have to do exact. It's not for you to do it exact, but you can if you want. It doesn't matter. It's just something to, if you're having some mojo problems, you know, like if you lost your mojo, these are the projects to do. So absolutely. Oh, you're welcome, Robin. Okay, do you have any Prismacolor? I bought some, but I haven't used them. Oh, funny you should say. Yes, I do have Prismacolor. I think that you should give them a go, Rob. These, the core are very, how can I say? I mean, we can say waxy, only because all coloured pencils have got oil and wax. I think it's the ratios that, but the Prismacolors are mostly wax base, and so therefore soft. So get ready for that. But I think you should have a play, because you might, okay, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how you what you think of them. Yeah, the flamingos, yeah, was done on Canson Miton Touch. Oh, was it? So it's a sort of a sanded surface. Lux Archival can take a wet underpainting too. Yeah, well, you forget that the Lux Archival were specifically made for coloured pencil. Aliona from, oh my gosh, the name escapes me again. Brush and Pencil. Aliona from Brush and Pencil created, or she this is her project, this is her, like, her paper, and specifically made for coloured pencil, but the pastel pencil and the pastel artists are using archival for that. Of course, it's sanded paper, yeah, easily. You're doing the owl next. Oh, and you bought the portrait set. Okay, all right. Yes, no, I do have them. I haven't used them for a while. You know what? I don't mind them. A lot of people get a bit funny though, because they're not Lightfast, or their light fastness is questionable. But for me, I like the colours. I love the colours. I love them. I don't see a problem with them. It's just that, some artists are a bit particular. So, Okay, now, just to let you know, and I've mentioned this before on this paper, the kneaded eraser, or kneadable eraser, whichever way you want to say it, really picks up. Look, it picked up. It's really cool the way it picks that up. I want to highlight here. I just had to look back because I felt like in my peripheral something was moving, and it's one of my pups. She's just right at my feet. I just make sure that I don't do anything. I don't lean back or do something with my chair. You know what I've done? It's really interesting how I've stored my Prismacolors, and it's like I do, because it's like what I do with all my other ones. My Prismacolors, you know, I've got a cutlery tray, you know, for the knives and forks and stuff like that, and kookaburras. Sorry, I'm competing with my kookaburras, and I use the you know, the cutlery drawer to separate all my colours in a drawer. So I've got a couple side by side. All these storage ideas. How about that? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, mind you, I'm keeping my storage. My storage is all nice and neat with my coloured pencils, so I'm very pleased about that. Okay, Robin says, I'm doing the fairies. Started it on a cheap watercolour canvas board from Spotlight. It's absolutely crap. Yes. You're going to make me say something, but let me finish what you've said to me. The second layer lifts the first layer. I never give up. So changing it to Sennelier oil pastels. Okay. All right. I love your tenacity for not giving up. I've got to tell you that. 10 out of 10 for that. And that's the reason why, even when you're practicing, and I know often it could be, you know, funds aren't readily available, so you're less likely to, you know, to use the, you know, the good stuff, let's just say, for practice. And I say that because the experience is going to be crap, like what you just said, like it's absolutely crap. Yeah, because you know what? I bet you were struggling. I bet you were fighting. I'm not going to fight. And that's the one thing. If I'm struggling, I'm going to try. I will persevere for a bit, but then if it's not working, I'm not going to struggle, because I don't want to struggle with my art supplies. That's the whole point. I say that. Now, it was interesting because there was a fellow who came in to, there was a customer where I work. He comes in and he works in charcoal. He does graphite and charcoal, but he wanted to give colour a go. And because he uses charcoal, he thought, he made this decision, not me, and he thought he would give pastels a go, right? Anyway, so he what he did was he bought some really nice paper. He bought he liked to work on sanded surfaces. Anyway, so he bought some very nice paper, and then as he was, I said to him, I go, oh, you've bought some very nice paper here, and he goes, yeah. What I'll do is I'll practice on just some cheap paper. And I said to him, I go, you know what, if I were you, I would, because he bought great big sheets, you know, 50 by 70 centimetre, about 3 or 4 sheets. And I said to him, I go, if I were you, I would cut just a strip, one strip, and I would practice with that, because you're not going to get the same experience. So it'd be interesting to see if he did that. He probably would not, but, you know, he probably wouldn't have. So, but I always encourage you, you know, to, if you're going to be practicing, That's what I would be practicing with. I would be practicing with the good stuff. Okay, so Rob says, Jelena, hello, horsewoman, hello. Okay, Rob says, do you have all the mixed brands together? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can I show you something then? I do. I'll show you in a minute. Horsewoman says, hi Chrissy, is this your Friday time now, starting 30 minutes ago, so I can keep track? This is my Saturday morning. I start at 8. So I know that you're in the US, so you would be starting, it would be Friday for you, but Saturday morning. I'm in the future. Let me show you something. So this is how I store. These are my blues, okay? So, and that's not supposed to be there, by the way. Anyway, so I have containers like this, and they're all in drawers. And as you can see, hang on, they're my pastel pencils. But my pastel pencils and my coloured pencils are the same, okay? So I store them the same. So that's what I do. You can see that there's a mixture, and I mix them. It's easier that way for me. My only problem is the tins. What do I do with the tins? Yes. Yep. That's what I do. It's the, yeah. Because I found that by storing them like that, I got to use all of them. I got to use all my coloured pencils. If I put them in tins, then I'd have to pull out all my tins. But see, this is the way I work. So, but other people would be different. Other artists would be different. You know. Yep. Okay. Ali says, Chrissy, have you seen the limited edition colour called Yintiko by Schminke Horadam Watercolour? No. And you know what? I'm going to have a look at that because I look at these things every day. I'm going to write this down. Yintiko. What colour is that? And it's Horadam. Oh, sorry, you did say. Similar to Quin Magenta. Okay. All right, I'm going to have a look. Okay, right. I can't get myself to get rid of the tins. Oh, I know we've had this conversation, and I can't get rid of them either. I've tried so hard. I've tried really, really hard myself as well. I totally understand. I get it. I do get it. Those gorgeous tins. Yes. Yes, I do have them arranged in, so you have them arranged by colour. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I have all my yellows. Hang on. Yes, I have all my yellows. I have all my greens, blues, my oranges. I'm just looking. My oranges. Then I have all my greys, my blacks, my whites together. All my browns, you know, the ochres, I've got all of those together, all of them like that. So when it comes to doing a project, this is what I mean. When it comes to doing my project, I go straight to those kind of colours and I pick them out that way. And it's easy for me. I like it. I like that. Yeah. I think half of the art experience is arranging your art supplies. I think that's the experience as well. Okay. Jelena says, I tried that, Chrissy, putting same colours in one drawer with all brands together. I couldn't stand it. I put them back in the tins. You must be OCD then. No, you know what it is? I know what it is, Jelena. It is your, because you're an accountant, it is your mechanical, I don't know if you call it mechanical, but it's the mechanical side of your brain. I think that's what it is. That's why you did that. Yeah. I have my, Sneak says, I have my pencils in their wooden boxes. I mean, wooden boxes are beautiful. Or tins, because I can't throw out the tins either. Yes. Oh, look, you know, I've got them all nicely packed up, stacked up, don't you worry. Okay, I keep them in maps sorted by brand and can't mix them too. Okay. Sneak says, I just ordered wooden boxes for my paintbrushes. I cringe at brushes sitting up in cups and yeah. See, yeah, I don't have my brushes up. I do have mine laying down. Now that you say that, in drawers. I have special drawers for my brushes. Truly, I do. I really take care of my brushes as much as I possibly can. Okay, Rob says, I totally agree. I change mine around every other week. Okay. You know. Yeah. 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 I know, it's interesting. It's interesting how everyone stores their how we all store. Yeah, how we all store our pencils. OCD is alive and well in my studio. Yeah. I think if you all came to my studio, you will go, Chrissy, how can you work like this? But I'll tell you what, my problem is my little workspace. I'm very fortunate to have my workspace. But, you know, I'm running out of places to put those bloody tins. Soon things are going to creep into the house because my art space is away from the house. I have claimed my husband's shed or garage, so I'm very much away from the house. Now I know this may seem, I'm just working and working. This is really important, this part of the I know I said I was going to go into the hands, but I need to finish this part here. It's really important. Chrissy, let me see. Oh no, hang on. Okay, my brushes are in a large jar. Hang on, let me go. I missed a few things. Okay, Avogadro says, I use Pringle boxes for brushes. It has a lid. The longer brushes I chop. Okay. Oh, okay. Like chop as in this bit. Gotcha? I think that's what you mean. Okay. Dee says, I keep in zipped pencil holders by brands. Oh, okay. Okay. Jelena says, you are right, Chrissy. Like things in their places, so I know where everything is. Messed up, too messy. Okay. Messed up is too messy for me. All right. Okay. That's all right. We love you all the same. Rob says, okay, I love this picture so much. I might have a go at it. I think I'm too impatient for all colour pencil. Might do watercolour underpainting. Yes, go ahead. And this, I'm pretty sure this is on Patreon. This, I've actually put it on Patreon for all of those who wanted to have a go at this. The reference and the say it, the line art is there. It should be there. But if you have a problem, let me know, Rob, because I know that you're on Patreon. So, okay. Horsewoman says, I put my pencils in pencil cases and didn't like it, so they're back in the tins. I think in the pencil cases, the pencils, you can't see the pencils. So in something like this, I mean, I know that's a little bit messy because these are the colours for my project here, but this is not so bad. It's sort of like a, I suppose you could say it's like a pencil case, but it's more open so I can actually go for them. But yes, no, I understand what you mean. That's okay. Sneak says, I can always find my needed. I know, I can never find it. I have a few around in case I do muck up. See, look at this. Just in case. I just get so paranoid. Rob says, I think the Lux Archival makes coloured pencil act like pastel pencils. Thoughts? I think what it does, and some people sometimes people say, oh, it's wasting my pencil away, but I don't think it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's sanded paper, and when you use your coloured pencil, the coloured pencil blunts a lot, obviously, because it's sanded paper, but I don't think you're wasting. I'd be interested to see if anyone else here has used archival paper and to help Rob and what. Sorry, I'll call Robin Rob. You know us Aussies, we cut everything in half, and the short names we elongate. So, yeah. And Rob says, can we come? We all want to. Yeah, you are all welcome to my studio. If you can fit, by all means. Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, Rob, if you're ever up in Newcastle, give me a call. I mean it. You can pop in any time. We'll have a cup of tea, I don't know, coffee, glass of wine, water, whatever, or a beer even, who knows. All right, so hang on. Keep working, Chrissy. I've got to keep working. Is that? Yes. So, I must say I have thrown away my smaller tins only. What's happened to you? Why did you throw away your smaller tins? Are we talking like 12, like a set of 12? Dee says, oh, okay, bye for now. Going to walk the puppies. Oh, okay, Dee, thank you so much for popping in to say hello. Nice to see you, my dear. Take care. Yes, Robin, I cover the box with Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, no, that's not me. Okay, my family call me Bob or Bobby too. Oh, you get Bob or Bobby. Ah. Oh, okay. Like as in Robert, but Bob. Is that, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. Totally going to. Oh, and I'm cuddling your puppies. Absolutely, I mean it. Like I'm not just saying it. I'm just. I hope you know that. I mean it. Now, what I've with this project, although I have the intention of this project was not to use or to avoid using mineral spirits. And the only place that I've used mineral spirits is around the face. Everywhere else, you can see how it might be a bit grainy at the moment because I probably haven't put enough layers down. Haven't put enough layers down, but I'm avoiding using mineral spirits. Oh look, my dog Athena is having a conniption. She it's the dog next door. Okay, she's spotted the dog next door, and she's probably saying, "What are you doing there? Why are you looking this way?" She's my little stress bucket. Abigail, no, no tin gets thrown away here. I even bought empty tins at the Goodwills. I know. I've got a fetish for containers myself, and pretty jars and boxes, and it gets to the point where I have nowhere to fit them, and then I have to cull, and then yeah, it's quite stressful for me to throw anything away when it comes to containers and boxes. Yeah, named after my uncle Robert. Well, there you go. Who was known as Bob. Well, there you go. That's nice. Jelena says, yes, set of 12 and 24. Well, it's a good start. I gave one of my large tins to my son for his pencils. Still got 2 more empty ones I won't throw away. Such a big, serious puppy bark. Oh, yeah. She just, I don't know. It's so funny. The 2 dogs that I have, well, I suppose now Athena, in 3 days, she'll be 1 year old. So pretty much starting, what is she, a teenager? Is she a teenager? Or is she a young adult? Anyway. My other little one, Artie, she is 6 months. So I suppose still technically a pup, but when you look at them, they look like full-grown dogs. Anyway. Athena is the 2 opposites. They're the same breed. They've got the same dad, okay, and the same kennel, so to speak. And I couldn't get any more different dogs. For example, Athena, she's the big stress bucket. She's the one that's going, come on, Artie, let's go. Let's have a look at the perimeter, the surroundings, make sure everything's okay. And then Artie's going, you know what, doll? You know what? I'm just going to sit right here. You can have a look around. Let me know if you need a hand. she's like the opposite. She's just so relaxed and so, you know what I mean? So what happened? But Athena forces her to, you know, to come with her. So Artie's probably going, oh, all right, must I? You know, I'm thinking this is the conversation. What's going on? Okay, pesky dog next door. That's right. Bloody hell. That's all I can say. That's a finger there. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, okay, Rob says, when I was in Rwanda, the SAS boys called me Bob from Blackadder. Oh, really? Do you remember that? Yes, I do. I know Blackadder. Yes, Bob the manservant. Oh dear. And for those who don't know, Blackadder, you know, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, he's the one that played in that. So it's another one of very clever. Now I'm just sharpening. Very clever artist, like as in, you know, actor. Yeah. So, yes, very, very clever. Yes, I do. Okay. Hi, Chandri. Hello. A view is a view. Hello. Welcome. I haven't seen you here. Very, very nice. Welcome. And Sneak says, I have several small tins with paint in them. Yes, core tin is actually designed to be used as a palette. You know what? I've started to, if it's somewhere here. It's not here, but I'm going to use one of my coloured pencil tins to put in some of my favourite watercolours so I can, you know, just have that, you know, tin with all of my watercolours when I'm painting. Yes, it's beautiful. Good idea. I like that. Hang on, where am I? I want something dark here. Midnight. Okay. Also, yes. So, now everything's quietened down, which is nice. Okay, I think the small pencil tins could be made into watercolor palettes. Yes, I love small containers too. Yes. Okay, I wish brands would sell their larger wooden or cardboard boxes, because sometimes you just want to buy the pencils open stock and would love to have them in a box. Oh, well, that's a, yeah, like they do for watercolor. They'll sell empty tins, don't they? What a good idea. Oh, I wonder if someone hasn't already thought of that. Oh, no, they wouldn't have, because, well, they wouldn't have. Otherwise, we'd be buying them. Yes. Yeah. By the way, this is Polychromos, and it's working very nicely on here as well, for those who, if they're interested. Yeah. Okay, you can find it online in Marketplace. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay, I have asked Karen Dash about the boxes and they said no. Yeah. Okay. Abigail says, I use this mostly for watercolour. I put neodymium magnum. Oh, you know what I bought the other day? I bought not next to me here, but I did buy on a roll magnetic tape to put my put my watercolors in the tin. So I've already done that, but I've never heard of that. That's interesting. What did you call it? Neo. I'm gonna have to write this one down as well. I'm writing this down. I learned so much. See, Neo. Can you please explain what neodymium? It's a magnet. What is it? Well, magnet, but can you buy them in like maybe little round discs or something? Magnet. Okay, I've written that down. Okay, and then didn't have the force to ask Derwent. Yeah, I'd imagine. But I suspect that they wouldn't either, Paulo. I mean, but you know, you could try, but you know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you, buy the coloured pencil tins. No, buy the coloured pencils and then you've got the tins. Yeah, I reckon they wouldn't. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. Yeah. Yes. Yes, on magnets. Okay. I did say hello to Chandra, didn't I? I said hello to Chandra. Okay, neodymium. I can't even pronounce it. Neodymium is an element like carbon or hydrogen. Yes, on magnets. Okay. They're really strong. Okay, the best magnets ever, those ones, very strong. Yes, you can buy them small. The big ones are used for fishing. They get a bicycle out of the canals with them. Oh, I made a watercolor palette out of a cigar box. Oh, that would be awesome. I glued them down. Now I've broken the lid. Oh, okay. Yes. But with Caran d'Ache, they only recently released the 100 cardboard box. They didn't even have a box for the extra 24 pencils in their Luminance range. Yeah, no, they should have done that, hey. But then, you know, it's all about the dollar. I'm telling you now, it's all about how economical is it going to be. Boils down to that. It really does. Right down to the dollar. That's what it boils down to. I love how these pencils just on top, like look at, I just can't get over how beautifully they go on top, they glide on top. I'm just loving this. Totally recommend Derwent Lightfast on here, but even the Polychromos are good on here now that I've tested them. Yes. Okay. Oh, you've bought empty tins from Cult Pens, Horsewoman. My first, okay, let me just go back up. My first set got lost in the mail, took 3 weeks to arrive, and they already sent a different set. I guess they got stuck in the machine. Oh, wow. Robin says, yeah, it fits way more colours in a smaller place than commercial palettes. Better for travel. Wow. Has anyone heard from Nanette? I haven't seen her in the stream for a while. She came in, I think, during New Year once. No, I haven't heard from her. I might send her a message to say hello, see if she's okay. Yeah. Saw a wooden box, saw a wooden Holbein coloured pencil set. Geez, it was sweet. Thought on that brand. Yeah, Holbein coloured pencil. Yes. Yep. Everyone has mixed feelings about those, but I love those pencils. For me, definitely. There we go. Yeah, I'll send her a message. I'll see if she's okay, or maybe anyone can send her a message. Saw a wooden. Yeah, okay. The box. Okay. Rob says the box was highly polished and had what I thought was an excellent range of flesh tones. Wow. Yes, their lights were really, really nice. Really nice. All their tints were beautiful. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to avoid the mechanical part because I need concentration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the other magnifying glass, as if it's not hard enough. Yes. Okay, Paul, and tonight I'm also doing some painting and I'm happy about it. Oh, tell me, what are you up to, Paulo? What are you up to? What are you painting? Are you willing to share with us? See, now this is the first layer that's going down on here, and it's quite grainy, right, to begin with, and I'm doing light pressure, putting light pressure, but then I can build and do things like this. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, I forgot to do that, that, that. I forgot to do this bit. Okay, there we go. We're fine now. That's got to be there. I'm just doing this so I can remember what I've got to do. There's a lot going on in this section. Okay. Okay. Holbein pencils are $300 on Amazon US. Wow, that's cheap. Oh, I remember spending a lot of money on the Holbeins a long time ago, and I thought, way more. Like, I'm talking 450, I think, at the time, and this would have been, I don't know, maybe a handful of years ago. So that's cheap. But then again, you know, for us in Australia, everything's expensive. So, you know. Oh, yeah. I think it's the duty, like the stamp duty, the tax that we coming into the country. I don't know. And does anyone know if Holbein now do singles? I haven't even looked. I wouldn't know. Not that I'm going to get any, but you know, if I wanted to replace, that's why, if I wanted to replace something with the Holbein coloured pencils, I couldn't. And I'm just wondering if they're now making it, or I know that you had to go to a certain place, and it felt like I was going, you know, like on the black market to get singles. Like it was all underground stuff. Oh, am I a fan of them? Yeah, I love them. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely, I love them. Absolutely. I love them. Oh, yeah. You need a video on that. Okay. Oh, hang on, sorry. Can you show your drawings at the store? Maybe sell some. I'm painting some really quirky building on Oporto, from where port wine comes from. Ooh. Are you on Share Your Art with Xrissart, Paulo? Maybe show us what you're working on. So this is why when we say, if you're on Share Your Art with Xrissart, you can, and we talk about our projects. See here, you can't show this in the chat, and we can't sort of share each other and share each other's work, and you know, admire each other's work when we're talking about it. So that's why I say, well, you know, this might be a, that's what I'm saying. Ah, okay. Yes, they do. Carlisle Art sell them in singles. Here we go. I've been doing a lot of writing here, haven't I? Carlisle Art. Are they Australian or what are they? Okay, yes, you can buy Holbein pencils, open stock, Paulo says. Okay. Okay, cost is comparative to your income. Yeah, goods seem more expensive in Australia, but I don't know what income and housing are. Housing, oh my gosh. People that have got a house are very fortunate. The cost of buying a house, especially in the city, it's just too embarrassing to talk about. This is how bad it is. It is really expensive. I think that the only, with the kids, the only way that they're going to own a house is if they win the lottery, or if they get some inheritance from their parents. And that's if their parents have got inheritance, or some kind of inheritance. I'm not joking, seriously. It's the cost of living here is really expensive. But that's us. Janice, hello. How are you, my dear? Yeah. You'll share the pictures? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cherry says, I've started the lady with the mountain in her head. I've been making a dramatic sky. Oh, yes. For people who are wondering what Cherry is saying, currently on Patreon, we are doing a pan pastel, or pastel as well. Let's just say pastel project on pastel mat board. and it is, and it's the one that I started on the new year. It's the third part where I was creating the woman. Well, I did that one on YouTube, but then the rest of the project will be on Patreon. And so we've done the sky, we've done the woman, or well, just blocked in, and now we've started on one mountain. It's actually going to turn out really good. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Oh, sorry, I missed you, Chrissy. I had to go out. Oh, no problem. No problem. All good. All good. Okay, homes in the US are very expensive now too. Okay, Rob. Yes, my art shop in Benalla. Is that right? Cool stuff. Yes. Okay. I had 229 acre bush block with an old farmhouse on it. Paid $275,000 for it in 2009. Oh, this will be good. Sold it for $420,000. See what I mean? In 2018, and because of COVID, it is now 1.2 million. Regret selling it. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. And like some of the houses or the homes, whilst humble, okay, I'm not going to carry on about it, but you know, some which are the tiniest little places, which don't have even sometimes a garage. They've just got a carport. This is in Sydney sometimes, right? And they're like in the millions, like a couple of million, honestly. And it is just, I don't know how they put a price on something like that. It's just too much money. Yeah. Oh, look, totally get it, Rob. Okay, have you finished the dapple horse? Yes. Can you show it? Yes, I can show it. Give me 2 secs. I can show it because it's very, very handy. Ooh. Oh. There it is there, all done. That turned out really, really well. I was so pleased with it. Okay, and this one was done on Patreon. So, very, very nice. I was quite happy with that, how that turned out. Okay. Can you believe we're into a big rainstorm here in January? This is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I had with the horses, the dapples. I had a request on Patreon to do a. Can you show us how to do a dapple grey? Well, one of those horses looks exactly like a dapple grey, but the other one has probably, yeah, antlers. What else would it be? Oh yeah, hang on. Yes, well, we had all of these orbs. They're orbs. And I discovered that I enjoy drawing animals or painting animals, but I think the horse for me is it's an elegant animal. For some reason, I know that everyone is different, but it just comes across as such an elegant animal. And what's interesting, I didn't know what a dapple grey was. Well, you see, I didn't know. So when I looked at it, I went, oh, okay, yeah. All right, now I know. Yeah, I didn't know that they were called dapple greys. But yes, I enjoyed painting horses. Well, that'll go well for you, horsewoman, wouldn't it? Janice says, Chrissy, if someone was to follow your Patreon tutorial colours, etc., could they be done in coloured pencils? Yes, they could. If you wanted to, of course. Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, we could. They could be done in coloured pencil. Because really it's all about laying the colour down, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely, that's a very good question. Absolutely. All of the projects that I've got on Patreon can be done with any medium. With any medium. Truly. Any medium. So, but that's a very good question. Yes. Yes. I suppose on my Patreon, I do push you a little bit. I think this is what I do. You know, but there's no judging or anything like that. It's just that what I try to do is, but then, I think most of the pieces that we do, I think they are challenging, yes, right? But having said that, when we go through each step, and we've had some really some difficult projects. Some of them have been a bit difficult, but what we've done is we do them bit by bit, and then all of a sudden you've done something like a really nice project, and you've actually thought to yourself, well, wow, how did I do that? Because we went sometimes, like, we'll go very slowly, step by step. So I do look after you. I do look after you. So that is a very big part of doing these really interesting projects, is that I'm taking care of you while you're doing them. And it's all real time, step by step. So that's why sometimes they do take a while. Okay, you're painting a horse with pastel. Oh wow, that's so cool, Nuria. You'll have to show us. Some of us need pushing. Cherry. Well, I tell you what, Cherry, you're going okay. You're going real good. Yes, challenging projects to say the least, I think. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say goodnight to you all. I've had a headache and I'm very oh, you poor thing. Thank you so much for being here with all of that. I've been really busy at work doing loads of tax returns for the deadline, 31st of January, and help train our apprentice. So much work. Jelena, you are the best. The best. And well, good evening to you, and I hope that your headache goes away real fast. I'm a migraine sufferer, so I know what that feels like. It's bad. Yes. you know what, I'm going to say it again. Okay, I put down one layer. This is the Midnight Black Lightfast one. And now it is just going, as you could see, it was grainy. But now I'm going on top with layers, and it is just beautiful. I'm not struggling whatsoever with this. And I'm not even pressing hard. It's just light to medium pressure, you know. Filling all the white spots. Very, very nice. Yes, doing really, really well here. I got rid of my migraine once and for all with acupuncture. Did you really? I never thought, oh. Wonder how that works. So does that mean you have to go to acupuncture on a regular basis for your migraine? Yeah. This part is his fingers. Okay. 1 or 2 sessions is all it took. What do you know? So I had to keep quiet there just for a bit, so I could do that bit of the circle there. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So nice to work with. I like it when I don't have to fight with my art supplies. That's the main thing. Definitely. Definitely. And this is the Luminance. Also very nice on here. Very, very nice. So what's happening for everyone this weekend? What are you doing? Okay, my sister has sent a request to join the Facebook group. She's sitting here listening and getting a lot out of it. Oh, wonderful. Well, definitely. Welcome, Robin, sister. There you go. All right, definitely. We'll approve her as soon as I get off. Or maybe Janice can. Whoever gets to it first. Yes, definite. Yes. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to try. Also, I was that close to doing it on this stream, but I won't. I'm going to use watercolor. I'm going to test a project but I've done it before, but I've played with it, but I haven't done an actual project as such. I don't think I have. I'm trying to remember. So I'm going to use pastel mat. What else? I'm going to do a watercolor wash, probably do a lot of it in watercolor, and then pastel on top. Now remember, on pastel mat using watercolor, it does cauliflower, but I'm going to see if I can figure out a way for it not to cauliflower. I suspect it would be to use a lot of water. Now remember, pastel mat takes a lot of beating. You can put water on it, no problem whatsoever. Inks, you name it. We've done lots of tests here. So I'm going to do a project that does that. Okay. Yes. Rob's sister, I've got to tell you, I have to agree 1,000,000,000% with Abigail. This is a very dangerous group for your wallet. Yep. We have a lot of influencers here. Share your art with Xrissart. What we do here on that Facebook group is that we share our art, but we also share good art deals, videos that you think that the group might like, your art group page, or your video, or your whatever it is that you're sharing art wise, you know. Or there's no real rules other than be nice to each other, you know. Nothing, we don't do politics or anything like that. We keep things fairly light, and we enjoy each other's company. So that's pretty much it, to be honest. Oh, okay. Very true. I want Derwent Lightfast pencils now. Well, you know, for you, Cherry, it should be bloody well damn cheap over there, seeing as that they're English. Look what I'm doing here. I don't have a ruler, and I want a straight line. So this is what I'm going to do. Really? Oh, hang on. I might do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's working. Okay. There we go. I just couldn't do a straight line. Okay. Okay. For example, yeah. Use less water, just enough to dissolve the colour. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, Paulo. See you. Thank you for being here. Okay, I have to go and interact with the other humans in the house. So funny. That's right. Trying to justify. What's this? It's more for. Oh, okay. Okay, a circuit. Oh, that's right. Cry cut machine. Yep. Can't wait. Okay, that's right. You mentioned it to me. Yes. All right. Okay. All right. So, look, all right. I think we're very close to the end of this session. Look, I know that doesn't look like I've done much, but really, really, I haven't done much. But it's a lot of layers. But we did talk about how these layer on this surface, these pencils, these wonderful pencils, and all the other lovely art supplies. And you did tell me about, you did tell me about the Ying Tico Horodam, which looks like Quin Magenta. You did tell me about the Neodymium magnets, and Carlisle art for the coloured pencils for the Holbein. So thank you all so much. Okay, I have a silhouette and a brother cutting machine. The silhouette is way more versatile than any other. Interesting. All of these lovely things, all of these lovely things. All right, dear friends, thank you so much. We will be here next time. Have a lovely weekend and have a lovely next week. And I'll see you all again next week. Okay, bye for now, everyone. And thank you so much for being in the chat. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. Bye for now, everyone.